Hi everyone. This is Jamila here with Module 6, Key Analytics, Coca-Cola. We'll start with the overview of Coca-Cola, and Coca-Cola is the world's largest beverage company with more than 500 brands, including Diet Coke, Fanta, Sprite, Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola Zero, and Minute Maid, and the list continues. Their mission is to refresh the world, to inspire moments of optimism and happiness, create value, and make a difference. In 1886, an Atlanta pharmacist created a caramel-colored liquid and brought it to Jacob's Pharmacy, where it was mixed with carbonated water and sold for 5 cents a glass. This beverage caught on and the sales took off. Initial average sales of 9 drinks a day to today's total of more than 1.6 billion servings of Coke products consumed daily. The Coca-Cola Company has a huge presence on social media. Their Facebook page has over 85 million likes. Their Twitter is over 2.5 million. They have 2.5 million followers, and their YouTube video is over 300,000. I used Topsy and I just put in the keyword Coca-Cola to see what came up. And Coca-Cola, if you don't know, is a huge sponsor of the FIA World Cup. And their Coca-Cola actually put on the campaign for everyone to post to submit pictures or tweet the pictures or Facebook, and they incorporated that into that huge flag that they displayed during the opening. So there's a real huge peak around that time of the World Cup. And you can see that because it's in Brazil, a lot of their tweets were coming from the Latin countries. And then at the bottom, I have one of a Facebook post, which is their new campaign called Share Coke. And if you've seen it, you've seen that the bottles now have names on it. So that's another kind of campaign that they're doing. Coca-Cola every day seems to have a campaign. They now have another campaign of submitting a video for a new commercial. The Coca-Cola website is it adheres to exactly what their brand is. And it's to really think globally but act locally. Coca-Cola's target market is so broad because they have companies all over the country. And it's shown in their website where you can look at the Coke products and services and news in the USA, or you can change the country. Each page has a different message that's relevant to that target market segment. And allows the brand to communicate to consumers all over the world without any restrictions of language barriers. The marketing segmentation, what is market segmentation? It's a technique used to enable a business to better target its products at the right customers. It's about identifying the specific needs and wants of customer groups and then using these insights into providing products and services which meets customers' needs. Types of market segmentation are segments are groupings of similar entities. Cohorts are groupings based on similar experience, and personas are specific archetypes of people in the target audience. Coca-Cola segmentation. Coca-Cola is all about branding, marketing, and they do a really good job with that. They develop unique products for very specific market segments and appeal to specific groups. A couple of them were the diet segments when they introduced Diet Coke, which became the #1 selling diet soft drink in America within a year of hitting shelves. And then they did another marketing campaign to hit men, and they launched Coke Zero. And one of the commercials I think I remember is a NASCAR driver, and he has the Coke Zero placed in the car. Look up the YouTube video. And that specifically targets men because men want to be fit, but they didn't want to go around drinking a Coke that said Diet Coke because that was kind of geared to the ladies and it doesn't want some of their dieting. So they target Coke Zero to 18 to 34 Asian men who wanted low-calorie Coke. Then the DIY segment was to boost its cola sales in restaurants. The company combined the soda fountain concept with the do-it-yourself trend that allows customers up to 104 individualized flavor choices. And the new machine is called the Freestyle. If I go back, if you haven't seen it, McDonald's, Wendy's, I believe, have it. McDonald's, I know, especially has it. This is the picture of the machine, and I've tried it. It's amazing. You can choose any type of flavor. You can have regular Coke and mix it with lime. It's pretty cool. So the business objectives, I use Alexia.com a lot for the statistics, and Coca-Cola overall is doing a really good job. But I thought gaining more traffic source, reduce the bounce rate, and I am going to change this right now. I actually changed it to their page loading time instead of unique visitors, because they actually get a pretty good um, visiting daily percentage. And then Coca-Cola, they're all about selling the products everywhere globally, effective marketing, and oops, kinds of people, and wants to satisfy the needs of all different kinds of people, all walks of life. And like I said, they used the campaign in 1997 that I think is still relevant today. Think globally, but act locally. So an example of persona, and this is actually one of my sorority sisters, Ebony, and she gave me permission to use her picture. But I went on the Coca-Cola page, Facebook page, to see what if I had any mutual friends who liked the page, and I asked her, and she came up. She's 21 years old. She's a college student. She lives in Patterson, New Jersey, but she's on campus at school, and she has profiles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And she's the typical, again, the demographic and the target audience for Coca-Cola is so broad because they're global, but they typically target ages 12 to 30, female college students who are fun, entertaining, loving, and are part of that mobile device, social media technology era. From Alexa.com, you can see the demographics of Coca-Cola. College, um, they browse in school, and majority are female, and the percentage is in the country, even though they're global, is the United States with 41.8% visitors. The key performance indicators. A key performance indicator is a metric that helps one understand how they're doing against objectives. Traffic source, the sites that send traffic or users to your website, either clicks from bookmarks, which is, or a visitor who knows URL, which is direct traffic, or if there's a blog that hyperlinks and does like a backlink to the site. Unique visitors, I changed it, but as a visit a website more than once within a specific amount of time. And the bounce rate is a measurement and percentage of how many website visitors viewed only one page within the site. So for traffic sources, this is the percentage of visits to the site has come from the search engine, and they're down 33%. And you can see the keywords that people use: Coca-Cola with a space, Coca-Cola as one, Coke. They don't really have a lot of backlinks. I did see some that were from like YouTube, Wikipedia, Google, but nothing from major sites or blogs. The bounce rate is pretty good. It's 52. They Professionals do say that they want to keep websites should keep their bounce rate around 50, which is average, and anything higher than 60 or 60 and above is needs some work. So they're doing okay, but we can reduce it just a little bit lower. The page load just average is actually 54% faster than their competitors, but still, this also will determine how long a person or a user stays on the page. If the page doesn't load correctly, then they're probably not going to waste their time and continue through the site. They'll probably move on to another page. So in conclusion, through its efforts to identify and target such specific market segments, Coca-Cola has grown its stable of consumer brands to more than 500 products. Overall, they're doing really well on their website, Facebook page. They really have a a good market and a good key on who their target is, their demographics, and they specify their content accordingly. So thank you. Bye.